Okay. While I wait and see if anybody comes in here, I'm going to play with my Monera Erotic Oracle deck. And I'm going to do a reading for each of the zodiac signs, starting with Capricorn. Okay. Capricorn. Okay. Number 13, the lower and the higher self. Let me turn my camera on for this. I don't see it. Oh well. No camera. Let's just look it up in the book, Capricorn. Number 13, the lower and the higher self. The lower self pushes and the higher self pulls. It is like being split in two parts and yet being one and one only. The true miracle is not that we have a higher self and that we can follow it, nurture it, and reach for it. It is that at the end, there is no difference between them. They're one. They are me. They're you. They're us. Our lower self is a creature of simplicity, all needs and desires. It's a wanderer that never ceases to roam the same path, alternating joy and sadness, driven by hopes and pushed by fears. Our higher self is a creature of spiritual might, blah, 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 blah. This is real artsy fartsy. Basically, what I get from this is listen to your higher self. Like maybe listen to your instincts, your inner knowing. Okay. That was Capricorn. Let's go on with Aquarius. And again, this is from the Monera Sexy deck. Okay. Number 5, like a flower in the spring. Everyone has the right to be beautiful. Everyone will find someone to love them. Love is a gift from the universe. Awaiting the gift may require patience, but when it comes like the spring, that beauty will blossom. It should not be exploited or debased. It should be worshipped, nurtured, made into a seed of strength and happiness. A beautiful flower is not there for you to pick. Its beauty does not exist for you alone and does not belong to you. It's not about you at all, and yet the impersonal beauty of spring can bring you joy. So, intuitively, I'm getting from this message is that in spring you are going to find love, Aquarius. So, Aquarius is going to find love in the springtime. Pisces. '26, instinctual bliss. Pisces, sun, moon, rising. Okay. Do we need a reason to be happy? Do we need a past and a future to feel joy? Can't just the present moment be an explosion of eternity? It is more precious to say, I will love you forever, or to say, I love you now. There is simplicity and joy and pure bliss and the ecstasy that joy brings like a waterfall to the senses. And the artist subtly sensing the unified soul of the world as eternity forever beginning, found the perfect model to create the masterpiece of his life. But no matter how great his earthly success is, it will always lose the ordinary miracle of youth. Let's just be now. Okay, what I'm feeling from this is like Pisces tendency to kind of be in their daydream Delulu world. And it's like kind of telling Pisces, come back to reality, come back to the present moment, get out of your head, and, focus on what's in front of you right now and the people you love that are in front of you right now. That's what I'm hearing. Okie dokie. Aries. Little firecracker Aries. Okay. Aries, I pulled 12, the flow of inspiration. And for y'all who just entered, sorry that my camera's not working for some reason. So I would be showing y'all the cards otherwise. Okay, 12, the flow of inspiration. What is inspiration? Inspiration is a connection with something that doesn't yet exist, a moment of irrational, unexpected clarity. Inspiration moves like water, touching different parts of our soul and our mind, connecting them and taking them deeper and higher. Inspiration is not love, but it is a form of relationship. Our inner self talking with the world and the world answering back. Our potential finds a shape to grow into and takes the first steps in that direction. Before everything else, inspiration is a feeling that can carry us sometimes submerge us, even overwhelm us. It is a feeling that we can only reach when we allow the world to envelop our being. And I'm getting the sense that, Aries, they're ruled by the head, right? So they're very logical and very disciplined in their approach to life. So I'm getting a message for Aries to come out of that logic, strategic way of living and practice some creativity. Um, yeah, practice some creativity, Aries, and creativity in your thinking and your strategizing, and do something like a creative endeavor, like painting or music, whatever you're passionate about. Because I know pretty much all the Aries people in my life, and I have a lot of Aries people in my life, they all love music. So, okay. Taurus. $16 for better and for worse. The responsibility of a relationship is an echo of the marriage vow. It brings to each partner a right and a duty bundled together. It is called trust, maybe. The right to be supported, listened to. The duty to support and listen. In difficult times, this responsibility is a chain that could break a person, but it can also remake the person anew. In happy times, the responsibility is subtler, but we often forget that joy must be met with joy. It is a difficult and rewarding journey, that of a couple. The key is to face it together and enjoy it together. So, something about marriage with Taurus is the message. And I'm getting a couple messages. It's like when you're seeking marriage, you need to ask yourself what it is you want. And because, like, this is going to be somebody who you repeat patterns with until you're in your 90s. So, what are you willing to put up with? What are you willing to learn? Like, what hardships are you willing to go through? Yeah, it talks about the hardships of being together, that love is more than just like a fairy tale romance. It's like a battle. It's like a dance. It's like you have to be able to rely on each other through the difficult times and find a way through the difficult times, like when you're not getting along. Okay. That was for Taurus. All right, Gemini. No, two came out, but I'll just take one. All right, Gemini. You got 33, the pain hidden by luxury. Does happiness come as we expected? A person strives and runs, sometimes even jumps and dances, just to be just to grasp a bit of precious luxury. It could be money, it could be beauty, it can be safety, it could be power. We all want it. It may be less important for some than for others, but the temptation of success is stronger than the wisdom of moderation. But once you have what you craved, how can the pain still be there? Covered by material indulgence, the hidden pain gnaws and groans, refusing to admit, I took a wrong turn and I regret. Yeah, that's no matter like how many superficial things you try to acquire to make yourself feel fulfilled, the pain is just still there gnawing at you. And that is a sign that you need to do the inner work, the shadow work. Um, yeah, it's just all about learning to get past the superficial things in life, to find a deeper meaning within yourself. Okay, that was Gemini. Cancer. 30. The Great Theater of Life. All right, Cancer. The stage of life has one main actor and one director and one beholder. The great stage of life revolves around a single person at a time. That person is the prima donna of his or her own life. There is a great motion and loud sounds, bright flashes and rushed gestures. There is music and applause and stentorian voices that seem to command the performance. But at the heart of it, be it in the shadows or before the lights, there is only one person. I am. As you are, as we are, as they are, each to strut and fret upon the stage. Our play is a tempest where blood rushes from the first touch and ardor heats with passion at the mere word. Oh, I get a couple messages from that. First of all, you need to get in touch with yourself, Cancer. You need to do self healing, self compassion, self love, self worth, self respect. And you also need to be able to rely on yourself. So, some independence is needed at this time as well. All right, Leo. Leo, Leo, Leo. Okay, Leo, you got number 9, the truth behind the illusions. Our inner space, be it physical, emotive, or spiritual, should never be a fortress to be taken by force. Neither it is a gift to unwrapped following the whims of a spoiled ego. Seduction is an art. It is a form of communication, of reaching out and pulling in at the same time. It's not warfare or manipulation. In the end, all is brought to a single moment of truth, the moment in which you allow yourself to appear naked. Empty words, delusions, dreams, and rationalizations, they all disappear like clothes in the bedroom. What stays is something that can be as deep as we want and as fleeting as we need. Illusions like sweet words and promises may create a path, but only you and your partner can decide if that path leads to a moment of truth or not. So, Leo, for you, I'm getting like, do you delude yourself in love? Like, do you fill yourself with illusions? And also, like, are you jumping into bed too early? Like, Leo, you need to use the word no. Okay, you need to make him wait. Um, but yeah, it's time to become a little more rational when it comes to love, Leo. Okie dokie. Voigo. Oh, this is like a flower in the spring, number 5. This came out earlier. It came out for you too, Virgo. Yeah, and as I remember, this is talking about love in the springtime. So, Virgo, maybe you will be finding love in the spring as well. Okay, Libra. Back. I take one. All right, Libra. 15. Protect your feelings. There always comes a time when we find ourselves naked, a willing choice, a risk, even a gamble. Being naked means being vulnerable. it can hurt deeply, it can leave scars. But what if we never showed ourselves without our costume or our mask? The body would become a fortress, pure and unconquered, and in the end, devoid of life, so that under that costume and behind the mask, there may actually be nothing. There is a choice, however, when to get naked, how fast, and how profoundly. Protect yourself, but savor the feelings of opening up. Let others accept you at the pace you are comfortable with. Okay, so Libra, when it comes to love and relationships, you may have been hurt in the past, but the advice here is take a chance at dating and sex, but don't like go too fast. Go at your own pace and put your own boundaries up. Like, take control of your sexuality, but don't become a complete, like, nun, is what it's saying. Okay, and after Libra, we have Scorpio. All right, number 1, the fire of desire. What you desire defines the road you're walking and where you are going. Your ambitions, dreams, drives, these are part of you and they can burn strongly, becoming a fire that can light the darkness of life. But no matter how strong that fire may be, it can only brighten a little space around you and make the darkness beyond it thicker and more frightening. You need a different kind of light to make the road safe. Without understanding, dreams and ambitions are like childish tantrums. With understanding, they become something that can be truly reached. So I'm getting with this card, Scorpio, you're frustrated that your dreams and desires, what you're wanting right now in terms of career and maybe romance, are not going exactly as planned. Um, I'm hearing smart goals, and I'm hearing that you need to have confidence in yourself. Like you need to believe that you can achieve the things that you want to achieve, that they're not completely like out of your reach, even if there's obstacles at the moment. So that is what I'm hearing for Scorpio. Okay, last but not least, Sagittarius. I think this card came out before. Yep. The pain hidden by luxury, that talked about, you want your pain to go away. So you like fill your life with all these superficial things. But like it doesn't cure the pain. If anything, it makes it worse. So the advice would be to learn to look past the luxury and the superficial things in life and look skin deep. Look within yourself. What are you hiding from yourself? Why can't you face those emotions? Okay, and that's it for the horoscope readings. I'm not that good with like messages for the collective because it's so like it's not for anybody in specific. It's just for like a clump of energy that's coming in. I like relaying messages to somebody specific and being able to help them or having the message resonate and it means something to them. Hello, hello. Don't be shy. Feel free to talk. Damn it. Hello for the people who just came in. Don't be shy. Feel free to say something. Okay, what else could I read? I'm going to shuffle my cards. Okay, I'm just going to pull some cards for the collective. So this is a message for anybody who stumbles onto this video. If it resonates, great. If it doesn't, it was not for you. Okay, what do people need to know? Judgment popped out. That makes me think that maybe I'm being judged, but oh well, if I am. Okay, Ace of Cups and the World. Yeah, so I'm just hearing like a message of, if people judge you, don't let it get to you. The Ace of Cups, I'm hearing like self-love, self-worth, self-compassion, self-respect. Self-love is a real big theme with the Ace of Cups. The world could mean really anything. I'm hearing, though, don't let the world judge you. Don't let the world's judgments get to you. Feeling like you're being judged by the entire world, maybe. But also a message that comes along with that is, you'd be surprised at how much the entire world would love you. You are likable. You're lovable. I'm hearing you're empathic and very intuitive. Like you give out love as much as you deserve to receive it. Okay, let's pick out a few more cards. This is for everybody who comes in here. This is a general reading for everybody. Ah, don't fall. Okay, we got the Seven of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. So I'm hearing with that, like, be careful with your fantasy world, because things don't always churn out the way we fantasize about them, you know? Like, don't look at situations with rose-tinted glasses. I'm hearing that for some people, this may be about a situation at work, or it could be with a group of people. I don't know, just the message is to kind of keep a check on your own mind. And I'm hearing that these kind of thoughts could also be like thoughts of you beating up on yourself that aren't true. Like if somebody had body dysmorphia and they're just like, oh my God, these people don't like me because I'm not thin enough. Like, that's your Seven of Cups. That's not true. Those are just thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Okay. What other messages do people need to hear? Okay. Ooh. Yes. Okay. So for those that may tune in or watching this, there's a message coming that financial stability is yours. And it's not just financial stability, but it's stability within your family, within your life, within your relationships, just all around stability. Just hang tight. He's got the Hangman here, so hang tight, kind of surrender to, not knowing or the way things are right now. But the Queen of Pentacles comes out, so that's a woman who is very how to make money. Queen of Pentacles knows how to make money, honey. So yeah, financial stability is coming for a lot of us. That's very good news. maybe a business. Maybe some of y'all own your own business. I'm seeing that there are a lot of y'all that are just kind of stuck in your head and you don't see a way out. You're kind of letting your mind play tricks on you, is what I'm hearing. You need to take your own blindfold off and get out of the situation you've created for yourself, if that makes any sense. So any situations of your own making, acknowledge it and, take your own blindfold off and you'll see the way out of it. Again, manifesting with the Magician, and you have the King of Wands. So the Magician, you can manifest the things that you want. And the King of Wands, he's a very passionate, fiery individual. I had the King of Wands come up for me for Hugh Hefner one time. And he's an Aries. So King of Wand energy is fire sign energy. You got Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. So if there's a man like that in your life, in your business, he may help you. Maybe that is you or your energy. But manifesting what we want in life is a big message. Manifesting our passions. I'll say it that way. I have a lot of different decks that I could pull messages from. And again, if this resonates with you, that's great. If not, it's just a general message. Okay, I'm going to pull some cards from the Empath's Empowerment deck. I love this deck. I think the advice on it is just great. Okay, I got 2 cards. Release your critical voices within. When a critical inner voice says, I'm not enough, or I'm too sensitive, immediately counter it with, this is not true. Focus on loving thoughts instead. And yeah, that's kind of what my earlier reading with the tarot cards said. There's somebody out there who beats up on themselves that needs to hear that message. Listen to the wisdom of your intuition. Your inner voice is the best friend you will ever have. Seek answers from deep within rather than just through your intellect. Yeah, trust your gut instincts. Trust how you feel. If you feel something's off, trust it. We live in a world that tries to say, there's no such thing as like psychic or paranormal or anything like that. I disagree. I believe in intuition because mine has always been there for me. And yeah, we can put ourselves in danger if we rationalize everything and ignore what our gut instinct is saying. Pull one more from the empath stack. Slow down. To avoid burnout, don't do too much too fast. Going slower lets you appreciate the miracle of the moment and the richness of your life. And if anybody wants me to pull a card from the Empath's Empowerment deck for them, it's free. Just let me know. We're just having fun right now. Hello, hello for the people who just entered. Feel free to ask for a free oracle card, or if you want a tarot reading, it's $10. If you want me to connect you to the deceased, that is $20, which is very cheap for mediumship reading. Or if you just want to talk, we could do that too. I guess what I can do, well, I'm waiting to see if anybody comes in here because I want some engagement. I want to talk to people. So what I could do is I could tell some scary stories. I could tell some stories about some things that I've experienced as a medium. Okay. Let me think what I want to talk about. Okay. In my early 20s, I didn't know that I was a medium. But I started having a lot of paranormal experiences. And I started working at a fast food restaurant, and it was my duty to take the trash out. And when I came back in, I walked past the manager's office, and there was a male manager, like he was in the male, the manager's uniform. He smiled and waved at me, and I smiled and waved at him. And then I went about my day. But then I didn't see him for the rest of the day. So I went to the cook and I said, "Where's the male manager?" And she was like, "What are you talking about? All our managers are female." I said, "Yeah, huh?" And I described him to her. I said, "He's, kind of heavy set and has brown hair." And she pulled out her phone and pulled up a picture and she said, "Are you talking about him?" I said, "Yeah, that's him." And she said, "That's our old general manager. He died 2 years ago on his way to work." Um, so yeah, that was the first time, maybe not the first time, but one of the first times I've ever seen spirit like with my eyes. Like I completely mistook him for being alive. Um, yeah, and I've experienced that a few times, kind of like the kid from The Sixth Sense. But it doesn't happen a lot because I kind of have a boundary. Um, but yeah, what I experienced at that fast food restaurant, because I actually have a ton more stories. Um, it led me to one of my most intense experiences as a psychic medium. I wanted to find out why the area was haunted. because I have never experienced the paranormal like I did at work. And I found out that I heard a rumor that down the street there was an Indian mound somewhere, is what my coworker said. So I got online and I looked it up and I couldn't find anything. And I searched and searched for years because it was just something was just nagging me. And come to find out, Indian Mound Road was the road I got my kitten on, my cat who's now 14. But for 14 years, I saw the spirit of, like, I guess you could say an elder, a leader, an ancient man saying they wanted their mound back. And I told him, I can't do that. I have no power to do that. And in 2022, I joined some groups for psychic mediums to practice on each other and learn from each other. And they taught me about grounding and visualization exercises. So I did a visualization exercise and I asked for protection from my loved ones on the other side. And I asked them to bring forth a spirit who needs their body found. And the Native American elder came in and he had his arms crossed and he was looking at me real sternly. And I was like, I haven't forgot you. I was like, but I don't know how to get your mound back. And I said, all right, I'll make a deal with you. You guide me to documents proving that you even existed and documents proving where your bodies ended up. And I will get your story out there. And for the next several months, I was being told where all these documents were, old newspaper articles, old archaeology articles, what happened to the bodies. It was intense. Like, I could just go into a lot of detail. It was a very in-depth story. And it's just like, I found that out because I was seeing ghosts telling me that it happened. But anyways, long story short, I got a reburial for them. I worked with the tribe where, I pestered the tribe. And I got repatriation for all the remains. That's the most intense thing I've ever gone through as a psychic medium. So I don't know. I think I would do it again. Help a ghost find their body. Find their body and get a burial for them. That was pretty cool. It's intense when, you're getting this information psychically and you're able to prove it. Like, get concrete evidence that the information you're getting actually happened. Like, that was very intense. And that's why I think, like, maybe I should share my abilities with the world. But then again, I kind of also feel like fuck the world because the world's so harsh. No, I want to help people. I just don't want to be taken advantage of. Looks like nobody's gonna come in today.